Oh, Diddy. You'd think prison would finally give this man some privacy. Apparently not. Even behind bars, the stories surrounding him keep getting louder. And of course, 50 Cent got his hands on the latest material because embarrassing Diddy has practically become a full-time job for Curtis Jackson.
Years, you being the only one calling this out.
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They said you're a hater.
Yeah.
They
You're
said you're crazy.
You do this, yeah. And now everybody's complaining. My ass is hurting. There's all this is coming.
50, you can't make jokes about it.
No.
The internet might come for you, bro.
All I'm saying
is might come for you.
You see it now. All of these complaints. People were damn. They were and pillaged. This is what's going on, right? And what do I get for I went through years of a hater. You're a hater. You want this and that. I'm just watching. Like I look at things and go, when you see the new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay.
But Gene's story is different. He's been telling disturbing stories about Diddy for years, while critics called him bitter, crazy, or accused him of chasing attention. Then he shared another account so bizarre that it demanded a second listen. Considering everything already alleged about Diddy, even this story sounds difficult to process. So instead of explaining it, hear what Gene says happened.
To the courts, me and Puff stops in the Central Park and we walk towards the boathouse. And I'm wondering where we going, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're in the park. I'm wondering where we going. And as we going towards the boathouse, I look in the distance and it's this man in all black. He's in all black. And he turns and it looked like he had the white collar. I couldn't be sure, I couldn't be positive, but it looked like he had the white collar, because Puff said, yo, Gene, stay right here. And I stayed right there, and he kept on walking. So when Puff get directly to the dude, he gets down on his knees. When he gets down on his knees, this man takes something, and it seemed like it had smoke in it, and he started doing it around Puff. And then he went back and forth, and then he went up and down with it, sideways with it, then back around him. And then he put it down, and then he put his hand on Puff's head, and I guess he started, saying something. I don't even really know what he said, but I couldn't tell what he said. You understand what I'm saying? Long story short, I see Puff reach into this case. And when he reached into this case, he came out and you could see something white in his hand. I didn't know it was a bird. I didn't know what it was at first. But he threw it up in the air. And when he threw it in the air, the came straight back down like it was a brick and said, bow on the concrete. And I was like, oh, that was a dove, that was a bird. Puff just got up. Puff just looked at the dude and just started walking towards me. And I was like, oh, and he's getting closer, and he's getting closer. As he's getting closer to me, in my mind, in my cynical mind, I'm just like this. I'm thinking about Jason, I'm thinking about Damien and all that shit like that. And that nigga he just walked past me. He didn't even say nothing like, come on, Gene, let's go or nothing. He just walked past me and I just started walking with him. And I just said to myself, damn, that nigga.
But Gene's story is different. He's been telling disturbing stories about Diddy for years, while critics called him bitter, crazy, or accused him of chasing attention. Then he shared another account so bizarre that it demanded a second listen. Considering everything already alleged about Diddy, even this story sounds difficult to process. So instead of explaining it, hear what Gene says happened.
Former Satanist, warlock. What is the spirit, demonic spirit behind the Diddy?
Jezebel.
Talk about it.
Jezebel is a spirit. When I was in Santeria, right, Ochun, Ochun is the goddess of they call it the goddess of the ocean, the goddess of the river, I'm sorry. And she was the mother of the gold of the honey, right? That's how they described her, but she was Jezebel. Because when Ochun came down to a powerful medium, they had to bring a goat, represents a male, right? They tied the goat's mouth and they castrated him in front of her, alive. No, I took your manhood. And then the blood and all that, they do rituals with them. Don't need to get into that whole stuff. But that's what they do, right? So Diddy has a Jezebel spirit. Controlling, manipulative, dominating, okay? Diddy doesn't know the difference between man and woman anymore. All these men that he slept with, all these men that he took the manhood, was to take your manhood. To make you, what he made him after he took the manhood, he made him an Ahab. See, that was the devil's doing. The devil said, these are the contracts, fulfill the contracts, all these contracts, and I give you all this power, right? Did he fulfill the contract? The contracts are done. There's no more contracts to fulfill. Within the politic world, the movie world, the sport arena world, he did all the bidding. He did all the bidding. And you got people that, LeBron James, according to the situation, you got a name tag him. I'm not gonna tag some man's name on my body.
Yeah.
That means ownership. Ooh, the devil tagged you to say, I own you, ownership. Okay, he has ownership. All these other actors and movie stars that he took your manhood. The freak off party, it's not a party, it is transfers of spirits. So you open your body to the drugs that's going on there. We saturate your body to open your body to put demonic spirits in your body, because the next person, that's what the Bible says, outside of marriage is a sin. Why is it a sin? Because of two reasons. It brings premature death, not spiritually, physically, if you catch AIDS or you catch a disease, brings premature death, right? And the other one is transfer spirits in you, all kind of spirits. If that person was a whoremonger and slept with people that had bipolar, slept with people that were depressed, oppression, addiction, those spirits now I own part of that. Timeshares, spiritual timeshares.
Wow.
I own some of those spirits.
Wow.
So in the freak-off parties, that's what they did. So now the devil said the contracts are over. I don't have any more contract for you. That's why you see Cardi B. She's freaking out. She's catching meltdown. Katy Perry, meltdown, makeup, meltdowns. I don't want to do this anymore because the pressure's on for new contracts. So Diddy's the display that the devil's putting on display. Say, see, I'm done with him. I don't need him more. Now I'm going to destroy him, right? Because that's what's going to happen. Remember, mark my words, it's going to happen. The devil don't want to give him any new contracts. Now that brings fear into Hollywood. That brings fear into the music business. Am I next? Am I the one that's going to be exposed next? If I'm the one that's going to be put on display? Am I the one the devil's going to take out? So the devil said, no, I won't take you on one condition. Give me new contracts. Here's a new contract. Do this, do this, do this. Now they have to do it. They had no choice. So it's a demonic kingdom operating in fear, operating in stronghold bondages by one person. One person, think about it. How can one person affect all these people if you don't have the devil behind?
Unbelievable.
Look at all the people that he affected, that he came to his parties, okay? And the devil said, record them.
You can call it conspiracy, coincidence, or simply another bizarre story, but Key has another disturbing account involving Diddy and his ex-girlfriend, allegedly giving him what he believed was horse tranquilizer. Yes, horse tranquilizer. At this point, are we partying or taking down a racehorse? Whatever the explanation, the stories keep getting darker, and what happened next is something you need to hear directly from Cool himself.
That up because it just didn't feel right. Like everybody was with their piece, and my girl at the time was upstairs, you know, whatever she was doing, you know what I'm saying? While I'm under the influence, I could have like died in my sleep, you know, not to get dramatic like that, but I thought I was taking ecstasy, you know, I didn't know I was about to fall out and go to sleep like that. I could have like had a heart attack or anything because that pill was very, very, very strong. As you can see, when I woke up, people say, oh, he's not sweating and this and that in the video. Well, I was sweating. Like I said, that's 7 hours later. So if I jumped in the pool with my shirt on and laid there, of course, if you guys checked on me immediately, I would have looked wet, like from the pool. But that's 7 hours later, you know what I'm saying? Like, so how 7 hours later I'm still soaked, you know, in sweat? You know what I mean? Like paranoid. Then I go and I say sacrificial. When when I talk about sacrifice and all that stuff, you know, to me, it felt like I was being harmed. And I use the word sacrifice because that's what it felt like. You know what I'm saying? Being in the dark for that long and then being waking up out of my sleep to someone screaming. And then it looks like, you know, I looked at the video, it looks like his hand went across my my private area and stuff. Like, it just looked very, very, all that shit just looked weird to me, man. And it just felt wrong and I felt violated. And I didn't ask for that. You know, I didn't ask to be hazed. You know, I was the youngest one there. I was in that man's residence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was under his what is it called? Excuse me. I was under his supervision. You know what I'm saying? That's his place. You know, when you saw me losing my mind, y'all should have like called the ambulance or something instead of putting me to sleep to try to like calm everything down. I mean, it just could have been so much better. I mean, I would have felt so much more comfortable if it was done a different type of way, but I feel like it was just all set up and f***ed up, man. And now I have to go to mental health every month and get a shot in my arm and shit like I told you earlier because I dealt with trauma of someone trying to hurt me when I got home. I started hearing voices in my head from the effect of the horse tranquilizer pill. I started hearing voices in my head and the voices were telling me that, you know, not to sound extreme, but that's what the voices said, that Puff was gonna kill me or they were gonna kill me. You know, I thought everybody that were down there that laughed in that video were trying to hurt me. And it might sound kiddie-ish to y'all, but to me, at the time, I was 21, you know, and my mind still wasn't developing into.
That account immediately reminded me of Justin Bieber, who was also around Diddy during his younger career and later spoke publicly about difficult experiences. One story can be dismissed as a bad experience. Two can be called coincidence. But when multiple people connected to the same figure describe troubling experiences, people naturally start asking questions. That doesn't prove every allegation, but it explains why Diddy's name continues appearing in conversations about serious personal struggles.
Hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second.
A 2022 interview from Justin Bieber has resurfaced in the wake of Diddy's legal drama. In the sit-down with Zane Lowe 4 years ago, Justin isn't talking about the disgraced media mogul directly, but his past trauma in the music industry, his album changes, and being a newlywed to wife Haley.
I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Talk of the video comes after footage of Diddy and Justin also resurfaced on social media recently.
Not anyone could just be in the position that I'm in.
Video shows Diddy alongside teenage Justin, leaving people to speculate if, at the time, he subjected the pop star to his alleged freak-offs.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time.
You're gonna hear about my party, they're gonna be shutting them down, they're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time.
During the Zane Lowe interview, Justin breaks down in tears when talking about wanting to protect Billie Eilish, who at the time quickly rose to superstar status.
Well, I just wanted to be a good example, and it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second. I just wanted to protect her, you know? I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
When it comes to what Justin thinks of Diddy's allegations, a source tells ET Justin's not focused on what is going on with Diddy or the allegations.
You'd think everything surrounding Diddy would make the situation straightforward. Instead, another twist appeared. Donald Trump has entertained questions about possibly pardoning him after allegations, lawsuits, a highly publicized trial, and a federal prison sentence were suddenly discussing a presidential pardon. Somehow, the Diddy story keeps finding new chapters.
Coming to us from the White House, sources tell CBS News, President Trump is considering a pardon for Cent Diddy Combs. The music mogul is currently serving a sentence of just over 4 years in federal prison. You'll remember he was convicted on 2 counts of transportation to engage in last year. We've also learned the president is likely to pardon some pollution violators. All this is fresh information from our team. So let's jump to CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi, who's on the north lawn of the White House for us today. Olivia, good morning. What can you tell us about these potential pardons and who may be among them?
Hey, Errol, good afternoon. It's good to be with you. Yeah, President Trump is actually having a meeting today in the White House behind me where he will be discussing a slate of potential pardons. And CBS News has learned that one potential name that has been coming up is Cent Diddy Combs. We're told the president has not made a decision yet on whether or not to pardon Combs for those crimes, but it is something he is considering. Some of the other pardons they are thinking about are people who were convicted of emissions and clean air related violations. There has been a flurry of activity in the last several weeks of people lobbying for those pardons. The president had even potentially discussed doing several hundred pardons around the birthday of the U.S., of course, that 250th anniversary, which we are all celebrating today and tomorrow. But still no word yet on whether he has made the ultimate decision to pardon Combs. Of course, that was a very high-profile case, would certainly be a controversial pardon as well, given the fact that trial was such a high-level trial related to the treatment of women in Combs' life. So we are watching to see, but at this point we are told that the president has not made a decision. He is only considering that at this point.
Which raises another question. Did Trump fully examine everything surrounding the case, or does he simply view the situation differently? Maybe the rich and powerful have a completely different definition of shocking, because after hearing story after story involving Diddy, my what the hell meter stopped working a long time ago.
You believe this 6-year-old boy was once a guest at Diddy's infamous white party? The disgraced mogul has his arm draped around a young Justin Liptofsky back in 1999. Justin is now 31 and tells Inside Edition about taking that photo.
He put his arm around me in an uncomfortable way, close to areas that you shouldn't as a grown man.
He recalls what he saw at the party.
So I remember Anna, and topless women. That's the two main things that I remember.
So, how'd he end up there? Well, his father, David Allen, was Diddy's photographer, snapping pictures of partygoers in the Hamptons. Justin's mom, Maya, was also there. She says the party was family-friendly at first, but then turned raunchy.
People were getting high. There were girls swimming topless, young-looking girls that were, not dressed. We moved to another part of the house so that he wouldn't be exposed to what was going on.
In later years, Diddy implemented a curfew for children.
The kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, but this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to.
I think.
And while people wait to see what could emerge from the Epstein files, another alleged archive has entered the conversation. The Diddy Archive. Claims have surfaced about thousands of videos involving celebrities connected to him, while Jaguar has offered her own account of what she says exists inside that collection. These remain serious claims, not established facts, but they raise an uncomfortable question about what may have been happening behind the scenes.
Paris Hilton's tape, A Night in Paris, was in his studio. The first time I saw Mary J. Blige being gang raped on camera at Death Row after hours was in the studio. Why would all of this illicit be in a place where music is supposed to be being created, energy, why would all of that be happening? Why would these things be hitting there before they make it out there to the world? If it wasn't working hand in hand to begin with.
Now, there's a viral video going around where Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre are sitting there and they were on TRL. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Dre's like, hey.
I don't know why ain't nobody talking about when Carson Daly went to them Diddy parties. Because Carson Daly did go to them Diddy parties. Ooh. No different than Ashton Kutcher.
Damn. Okay.
No different than Hype Williams. Why don't nobody want to talk about Hype Williams? Usually if I send a shout out at somebody, people start really kicking things up. But it's almost as if Hype is like living under some wheat germ grass or some under Russell Simmons' ass in Bali. Why can't, is it time to put Hype Williams on a milk cart?
Melissa Ford just did an interview talking about how Hype Williams brought her out. Now, mind you, she's a video vixen, and it seems like the girls that used to be part of the music videos have stories to tell.
They should.
And
They're all sex workers. And if they weren't, they felt like it when they went home. I don't think you'll ever hear about a woman saying that she was assaulted. His thing was turning straight men gay. That was his thing. Where's Hype? What's his last film project?
Really?
Yeah, DMX was a star in that.
Facts. Facts. Jad, my question to you is, and again, we're just talking the psychology of a man.
What if the entertainment industry is nothing but a cover for a worldwide X-ring?
Meanwhile, Diddy's family has been building identities separate from their father's controversies. And honestly, wanting your own life is understandable. But the public naturally pays attention when family members also discuss their close relationship with him. Is this simply about creating independent futures or protecting a family name?
I'll know that this is the first time that people are really hearing from you since everything that's happened with your father.
Yes.
Is there any fear that you all have with putting yourselves out there like you're putting yourselves out there now so publicly at this time? Are you a little afraid of that?
No,
not at all.
Not at all, because people fail to realize that, like, just because he's our dad doesn't mean, like, his press is his own press, our press is our own press. Like, people fail to understand that we are also individuals, like, it's separate. So
also,
I don't have any fear.
Yeah. Also, I just feel like we've never, like, allowed any of that to, like, stop us. Like, we have to keep going, and it's honestly just made us push and work harder because, you know, we're not gonna stop.
I guess I maybe even should have asked this first. How are you guys doing today? Are you good?
Good, yes,
Yeah.
I'm
Your
good.
hearts are good?
Yes, we are very appreciative of our supporters that support us, our team, our family, our friends that have just, like, always been there for us.
But you know there are gonna be people out there that are gonna watch this and they're gonna say, why are they doing this now?
Right.
Why are they bringing this attention to themselves now?
Yeah. Yes, well, actually, like I've said, we wanted to have a clothing line for many, many, many years. Now is the time because we're becoming adults. So now, yes, actually now is the time because we're 19 years old.
Yes.
We're not in high school anymore.
Sure.
We're becoming young women. We're becoming our own individuals. So
Right.
yes, now is the perfect time. If you're focused at something, like, you won't drift off. If you just stay focused.
Their message seems clear. They're adults building their own careers and determined to be seen as individuals. But when they describe Diddy as a loving father whose advice they still value, the conversation becomes complicated. You can separate your identity from someone's actions while still loving them as a parent. Yet when that parent is at the center of such a massive controversy, every statement will be examined.
Relationship with your dad today.
It's great.
Is it good?
Yes, it's great. We definitely are very close, and he gives the best advice. Also, as we said before, like, clothing, he's very, very, like, knowledgeable in that aspect. So, yeah, he's giving us, we ask him all the time, like, we need help on this, we need help on that. And he's always gonna be there, and he's always gonna tell us the right answers. He's literally, like, never wrong. Like, everything that, like, he has told us about this, it's been so helpful.
So is his spirit still up? Is he?
Yes, he's been very focused, you know, like, being a better person for his family. And yeah, he's been very focused, and he's just always been there for us.
What kind of dad is Sean?
He's an amazing
A
dad.
great dad.
He's the best dad. No.
Okay, used to be.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when we were, like, maybe, like, 5, not really strict, but.
Not strict, but, like,
had
he's
a
a black
program,
dad.
yeah.
he's a black dad.
Okay,
so.
you said a mouthful there.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you know, you know.
Right.
Like, it's not strict, but it's structure.
Sure.
Yeah.
All of his kids have
I'm honestly
amazing
grateful
structure.
for that because, like, now, like, we're perfect.
Right, so it's like his strictness, which I wouldn't really say strictness, but, like, has helped us for the better, so.
A fun dad, though.
They're such nice, respectful, you know, intelligent girls. They're like, they're my.
So what do you think, especially about Gene's story? Is it complete nonsense, another bizarre claim that will disappear, or one of those stories people dismiss today and revisit years later? And when do you stop automatically calling the messenger crazy and start asking why so many disturbing stories keep circling back to the same person? I'm not telling you what to believe. Look at the claims, consider the context, and make your own judgment. Drop your thoughts below. I already know some of you are about to investigate this harder than the FBI. I'll see you in the next mess.